Golfweek Conference Challenge at the Red Sky Golf Club, Walcott, Colorado, just a little outside of Vail. That's the 4th annual Golfweek Conference Challenge, a really unique event. We've got teams from pretty much every conference across the USA represented. In the field we've got Southern California, national champions, fresh off their 21-shot victory in the spring, which was a pretty dominating performance. Pepperdine, TCU, UC Davis, SMU, Illinois State, Ball State, teams Harvard, San Jose State, Denver, East Tennessee State, Florida International, Northern Arizona, Arkansas Little Rock, Boston College, James Madison, Morehead State, and Central Arkansas round out the field with Indiana. So I think you're going to see a really big balance of play from the teams that are in the field, and I think you're going to see some very competitive play at the top of the leaderboard. So we're really excited about going out and really knocking heads with some of the teams that we're not going to see too much. Well, it's a Red Sky Golf Club. The first thing that you have to realize when you're playing in Colorado is elevation, and this is almost 7,000 feet, 6,990. So the course is going to play very different from its yardage. It's a Tom Fazio designed golf course, big greens, wide landing areas. It's your more traditional resort type course, so you're going to have some accessibility. What I do know about the course from a little bit of research is the major defense on the golf course is the greens, which is very typical of big sky country type golf courses. So the greens will have a lot of break to them. A lot of that is very, very subtle, but that's the main thing that we really have to pay attention on to the greens. So when we're out there playing, I think the big thing for us, as it was last week, is just making sure that we put our golf ball in the right spot relative to the hole, so we don't have these big bendy downhill slider type putts. That's going to be the real key to scoring there. Well, representing Indiana University this week, Ana San Juan is playing in the #1 spot. She's had 2 great tournaments, coming off low Hoosier for the 2nd straight week. And she's playing extremely well. She's worked very hard this week with her putting, and I think that you'll see her continue to post good rounds as we've said throughout the course of the semester. Elizabeth Tong, kind of our junior veteran, so to speak, is in the #2 spot. ET is playing better. Last week she had a 49 hole out of 54 hole golf tournament. I mean, she played very, very strong. Just had a couple of bad holes, which just kind of didn't, help her score. And I think as Elizabeth gets going a little bit more and playing a little bit more, you're going to see better numbers out of her. Cameron Clawwooder is solidly in our 3rd spot. Cam had her best tournament ever as a Hoosier. She was really strong tee to green. Actually, I could probably retract that after talking to her yesterday. She was really strong from the scoring aspect, because by her accounts she didn't hit it as well as she normally did, which is kind of a really big testament to the maturity that she has demonstrated, being able to get the ball in the hole while not hitting it her best. So Cam's working hard on kind of straightening things out, and I'm fairly certain we're going to see a very, very good performance out of Cameron. Sophie Hayashi is playing in the 4th spot. Sophie has really worked hard on her putting. The thing about Sophie that really contributed to her scores last week was she just didn't make any putts. I mean, she had it in position all day, every round, and just the ball just wouldn't go in the hole. So she's really committed to working on her putting. She made a change with the putter, which I think is going to be a very positive change, and I think you'll see some lower scores there from Sophie. And then in the 5th spot, we're going to see Maria Mancini. Maria's worked very, very hard. She had kind of the high blocks going at Michigan State. She's really worked hard on straightening that out. She's armed with a little bit different driver to help get the ball flight a little bit more straight, and I think you'll see a much, much better performance out of Maria. So, the girls are very, very committed to improving, not only their ball striking areas, but mainly the thinking area. And that was the thing that probably separated us from a pretty strong finish to our mediocre finish that we had last week, was just letting the round control us rather than us controlling the round. And that's been a big focus for us and a big topic of discussion, and something we're going to carry forward this week.